If you have belly fat, even a little, and you are over 60, I need you to stop and watch this right now. Not because of how it looks, but because of what it is doing to your heart, your liver, and your brain, silently, every single day. Most people think belly fat is just extra weight. It is not. And what I am about to share could literally save your life. I know how this feels. You eat carefully, you try to stay active, but that belly, it just stays there. It does not move. And maybe your doctor looked at your weight, said you are fine, and moved on. But here is what they did not tell you. Most people assume belly fat is just a storage problem, extra calories that your body kept somewhere visible. But the real reason is something your doctor may not have explained to you. The fat around your belly, especially the deep fat you cannot even see or pinch, is called visceral fat. And visceral fat is not passive. It is not just sitting there. It is active. It releases toxins. It fires up inflammation in your body 24 hours a day. It wraps around your liver, your kidneys, and your heart. 90% of people over 60 have some level of visceral fat, and most of them are doing exactly the wrong thing to deal with it. Because they are focusing on the outside. The real problem is deep inside. And here is the part most people miss completely. It has nothing to do with eating too much fat. Stay with me, because this next part is the most important. Before I share the solution, tell me in the comments, how long have you had this belly that just will not go away? 1 year? 5 years? Longer? Write your answer below. I personally read every comment and I might reply with something specific just for you. Now let us get into the real science. Here is what is actually happening inside your body. When you eat, especially carbohydrates, sugar, and processed foods, your blood glucose rises. Glucose is simply your blood sugar level. Your body responds by releasing insulin. Insulin is the hormone that moves sugar out of your blood and into your cells for energy. This is normal. This is healthy. But here is the problem. When you eat frequently, snacking all day, eating processed foods, drinking juice or soda, your insulin stays high all the time. And when insulin is constantly high, your body does something very dangerous. It stops burning fat. It actually locks the fat in. This is called insulin resistance, which simply means your cells stop responding properly to insulin. Your body keeps sending more and more insulin trying to push sugar in, but the cells ignore it. And where does all that extra energy go? It goes straight into visceral fat, deep belly fat. This is not my opinion. Science confirmed this. Research published in the International Journal of Body Composition Research found something alarming. Visceral fat increases by more than 400% in women between their 30s and their 60s. And in men, it increases by more than 200%. That is not total weight, just the dangerous deep belly fat. And most of it happens silently, without the scale moving much at all. And here is something else your doctor may not mention. 1 night of poor sleep makes you insulin resistant the next day. Completely. Just 1 night, white rice, excessive fruit, calcium supplements taken at the wrong time. These all spike insulin more than most people realize. Now here is the connection to your heart. Visceral fat releases something called cytokines, which simply means inflammatory chemicals. These chemicals travel through your bloodstream and damage the walls of your arteries. Over time, this leads to plaque buildup, high blood pressure, and in the worst cases, heart attack or stroke. This is why belly fat after 60 is not a cosmetic problem. It is a cardiovascular emergency. But here is the good news. Visceral fat is actually the first fat your body burns when you do things correctly. A 6-month controlled study found that people who combined intermittent fasting with healthier eating significantly reduced their visceral fat, and the reductions continued even after the program ended. So the question becomes, how do we fix this naturally? The answer is not a pill. It is not a detox tea. It is not cutting out all carbs forever. The answer is intermittent fasting, combined with 3 specific foods that directly target visceral fat. Let me explain why fasting works first, because most people do it wrong. After 12 hours without food, something remarkable happens in your body. Your insulin drops completely. And when insulin drops, your body finally gets permission to open the fat cells and burn them. And the first fat it burns? Visceral fat. Every single time. This is not a theory, this is human physiology. But fasting alone is not enough. What you eat when you break that fast matters enormously. Write this down. You will want to remember this. Here are the 3 foods that accelerate visceral fat burning after 60. Food number 1. Apple cider vinegar. Here is exactly what you need. 2 tablespoons of raw, unfiltered apple cider vinegar. 1 full glass of warm water, which is 250 milliliters. And optionally, half a teaspoon of cinnamon. Step 1. Mix 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar into 250 milliliters of warm water. Step 2. Add half a teaspoon of cinnamon and stir well. Step 3. Drink this every morning, 20 to 30 minutes before your first meal. Why does this work? Apple cider vinegar contains acetic acid, a compound that has been shown to directly suppress visceral fat accumulation. A study published in Bioscience, Biotechnology, and Biochemistry followed adults for 12 weeks. The group that consumed vinegar daily, without changing anything else in their diet, saw a significant reduction in visceral fat area compared to the placebo group. No other changes, just the vinegar. It also lowers your post-meal blood sugar spike significantly. That is huge. Food number 2. Omega-3 rich fish, such as salmon, mackerel, or sardines. Here is exactly what you need. 100 to 150 grams of fatty fish. Slow cooked or grilled at low temperature. Never deep fried. Why low temperature? Because high heat cooking destroys the omega-3 fatty acids, turning a healing food into an inflammatory one. Omega-3 CES, specifically EPA and DHA, directly reduce the inflammatory chemicals that visceral fat releases. They calm the inflammation around your heart and arteries. Aim for 3 to 4 servings per week. Food number 3. Dark leafy greens such as spinach, kale, or Swiss chard. Here is exactly what you need. 2 full cups of raw spinach or kale daily, or 1 cup lightly steamed. Dark leafy greens are high in magnesium, the mineral that directly improves insulin sensitivity. When your cells respond to insulin properly, your body stops storing visceral fat. They are also high in nitrates, which improve oxygen delivery to your heart and lower blood pressure naturally. This is so simple it almost seems too good to be true, but the research is completely clear. Now let me tell you exactly what happens when you follow this consistently. Benefit number 1. Your visceral fat starts shrinking, especially in the first 2 weeks, because visceral fat is the most metabolically active fat your body has. It goes first. Benefit number 2. Your blood pressure drops naturally. As inflammation around your arteries reduces, your heart does not have to work as hard. Benefit number 3. Your blood sugar stabilizes. You stop getting that mid-afternoon energy crash. You stop waking up tired. Benefit number 4. Your liver function improves. Visceral fat wraps around the liver and causes fatty liver disease. As it shrinks, your liver recovers. Benefit number 5. Your joint pain reduces. Because systemic inflammation caused by visceral fat affects every joint in your body. Less fat, less inflammation, less pain. Benefit number 6. Your sleep improves. Insulin resistance disrupts deep sleep. When insulin normalizes, your sleep quality changes dramatically. Benefit number 7. Your mental clarity returns. Visceral fat reduces blood flow to the brain. As it melts, many people describe feeling sharper than they have in years. I have seen this work for thousands of patients. It is not a miracle. It is just biology working correctly. Now here is your exact plan. For the first 21 days, do a minimum 12-hour fast every day. This means finishing dinner by 7 in the evening and not eating until 7 in the morning. Drink the apple cider vinegar drink every morning before your first meal. Eat fatty fish 3 to 4 times per week. Add 2 cups of dark leafy greens daily. After 21 days, maintain a 14-hour fast 4 to 5 days per week. Continue the apple cider vinegar drink on fasting mornings. Keep the greens and fish in your weekly diet. And while you are doing this, avoid these 3 things. First, white rice and white bread. They spike insulin faster than almost any other food. Second, fruit juice, even 100% natural. Liquid fructose goes straight to your liver and converts to visceral fat. Third, late night snacking after 8 in the evening. Your insulin sensitivity is lowest at night. Any food eaten late gets stored, not burned. Now, one very important note before you start. Please check with your doctor first if you have type 1 diabetes or are on insulin medication, because fasting changes your insulin needs significantly and must be monitored. If you have active kidney disease, apple cider vinegar affects kidney acid balance. If you have a history of eating disorders, fasting is not appropriate without medical supervision. If you are currently on blood pressure medication, as your blood pressure drops naturally, your medication dose may need adjusting. And if you are pregnant or breastfeeding, please consult your doctor first. Your safety always comes first. This information is meant to support you, not replace your doctor. If this helped you today, please share it with someone you love, a family member, a friend, someone who has been struggling with this for years, because this information could genuinely change their life.